And we're back from our technical issues. DJ has changed a lot. What is up, DJ?
I'm still frozen on Facebook.
What?
Oh, there it goes.
All right. Sorry for the technical issues we've been having, people.
Right,
bad.
It'll be about 10 minutes, and then
Yeah.
the live will end again.
Probably.
Or my camera will shut off, and then you'll just see Josh throwing shit around the room.
That's the end of my camera falls. So again, you can catch us on Spotify and other podcast platforms. If you just want to listen to the edited version, catch us every Tuesday and Wednesday if you want to see the live version.
Or if you're good with computers and setup, you can come intern at our talk show and make this shit work properly.
Come intern on our talk show. Apparently Josh is over his head. Last thing we talked about, we were talking about GTA 6 being Vice City. And how it's time for another GTA after 9 years.
I don't think it is. I think Rockstar should just go stagnant.
Why?
Because they're repetitive. Red Dead Redemption was GTA in the Wild West.
And then we got Red Dead 2.
Which was GTA 2 in the Wild West. Like it wasn't... It just wasn't, it's like, ooh... You get tired of the repetitiveness of the same game twice.
You talking about Spider-Man again?
I guess. Maybe a little.
Are you upset about Spider-Man still?
Maybe. Meow.
Yes, we're back finally. Thank you, GoldenEye guy. Patience. So our next
Patience is hard to have, isn't it? It's a virtue.
It is. Our next news is Microsoft tried to buy Nintendo, and all they got was a laugh.
Yeah.
Was met with nothing but a laugh. Met with nothing but laughter.
Why would you try to... Why would you try to go after one of the biggest game designers in the world and try to buy him out?
I got a deal for you.
Right, like what's the number you could put on that?
What number, right?
For them, like the contract's like, all right, so we're gonna buy you guys, but we're also gonna let you do whatever you want because we know as soon as we touch it, we're gonna fuck it up.
For sure.
Did you see our last game console? It was a box. You couldn't tell the box from the box it came in.
See, Nintendo's? Not only did we make it so you could play on your TV, but you also could take it with you.
Right. Well, it was like PlayStation tried to have the PSP and PS Vita.
It was ahead of its time.
If
it did it now, like Switch with PS4 graphics and all that, I think it would have took off. But again, Switch made their cartridges and all that other stuff like...
Right, and Sony's cartridges were still fucking huge, and they were half of a game.
Yeah.
Right.
They didn't know, like, everyone's still using CDs, why now Nintendo's using micro SDs.
Right. Well, but they've always been...
Or cartridges.
Been using cartridges and stuff like that.
They use CD for Wii and GameCube.
Yeah, the small one.
But the GameCube could play on the Wii, the first generation Wii.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
insert one of the discs, yeah.
And you could still plug in the old GameCube
controller pad, yeah.
Controllers into the Wii. So that's nice.
Why wouldn't you want to, right?
Oh, yeah, I don't know why you'd want to use the Chucks.
I still remember my brother used the Chucks playing Dragon Ball Tenkaichi, and I had the GameCube controller.
Ass whooped.
And he goes like to do, what is it, the burning thing for Trunks. So with the Chucks, he's doing this, and I'm just like, block? I feel like I know what you're about to do.
He's over here like doing all the... trying to do the special technique himself.
Move over. I'm like watching you. I'm watching you.
Right, I can see you about to Kamehameha.
Block.
You're fucking stupid.
Move over.
Why is the Coke always gone?
Cola?
Yeah, Coke. Coca-Cola.
Why is it always gone?
Or you want me to say the whole fucking... I gotta get some tonight when we get pizza.
I don't even know if we're getting pizza.
You don't know what you want to do for dinner?
I don't know. I can barely get through the morning.
I don't know what I want.
I got Smash to play. I got...
Josh has been on a Smash kick.
Oh,
apparently,
man.
I made him get it But it's really because he needs practice, because
do.
Brogan's been practicing just as much as he has.
I didn't know there. You know how many characters there is?
Yeah, a lot. That's what.
So many.
Like 75 or so.
It's crazy.
Not including the fact that you can create your own characters with it.
Can you?
Yeah.
I haven't got that far into the game.
You can create your own Smash Brother characters and give them a moveset, like Link, or, take your favorite character and put it on.
Little Mac.
Who's Little Mac?
Little Mac.
That crossover left really did it for you. Hey, Roxanne's watching.
Who's it?
Trina's
Roxanne?
mom?
She is?
Mom's?
Oh, we gotta be on our best behavior.
Best behavior.
Freeze. Just kidding.
The bestest.
So today's topic is, what is life, DJ? What is life to you? It's not really a topic, it's just a talking point. DJ might like throw a curveball out of nowhere.
What is life to me? Well, it's a series of pain, chores, and getting complained at when you say nice things to people.
How you deal with that is you're like, I really thought you were gonna like quote from Deadpool when he's like, life is just a series of shit shows and accidents with small commercial breaks of happiness.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
So like a current happiness, a small commercial breaks between the shit shows.
Small commercial breaks between the shit shows.
Which makes you keep watching the show.
Right. It was
just
like,
to see what Super Bowl commercial there is.
That was a nice moment,
Maybe that'll happen again.
Like, but you live for the little things, though, right? Like.
What is that? What is it, like the small goals, the small accomplishments?
Right, the tiny things that, not a lot of other people
I hear that a lot.
See.
It's the little things that matter.
Right.
Never really understood it.
The big successes and whatnot are here and there, and they're touch and go. What? We got comments?
No, I'm just trying to think of the whole little things.
I'd know if we'd had comments, but my TV doesn't work.
It's the little things, though.
It's the little things, though. At least everything else is working currently.
For now.
No, we're at 9 minutes and 18 seconds, so in about another minute here, everything's going to shut off. That'll be the end of it.
And it goes our podcast career.
So don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't just do it right now.
You can also follow us on
Spotify
and Anchor FM. If you don't have time to watch us or watch us later or want to see our faces, you can listen to us. TJ has a great mic.
Yeah, Josh says, Josh, you have a face for radio?
I do.
You
have a voice for radio.
I really do.
You do. When I was editing, I was just like, wow, his voice sounds really good.
His voice is amazing.
So then I hear your deep, manly voice, and then in the background I hear, why are you talking like that? And that's mine. I'm like,
our talk show after dark.
We got spammed. Someone put their YouTube link.
Spam YouTube link. I want to check to see if it's good.
Follow Himashima?
Hiroshima.
Give him a follow and a like. Why not?
Always got a good intro there.
Does he?
Yeah, nice little intro.
Can you do
almost better than yours.
Can you do our intro?
He's got a. He's playing games.
For people listening, we do a live show every Tuesday and Wednesday, and I just take the audio from there and edit it in. That's what you get.
Oh, he came in, dropped his shit, and peeled. That's cool.
Go give him a like if you like video games, guys.
Right.
Fuck it.
Tell him our talk show says.
I don't like when people don't like when we spam, so we can't be hypocrites about it.
I mean, we don't go into other people's lives and drop our videos, do we? You do?
Yeah.
I don't do that
Stupid
shit.
Shenanigans.
Poor Sammy. She gets so mad.
What was it for a while? It was the gaming community.
Yeah, but I don't like...
They're getting upset.
What I'm saying is I don't go into like if Bo's streaming, right, and if sitting here talking like us, right, and actually
I don't do that with
live.
Desi either when I watch him on Twitch.
I feel... What Golden I say when DJ talks is like he's about to... Spill some
truth about the universe. Good voice.
Yeah, I know. It's like Morgan Freeman's voice. Not quite as good as Morgan Freeman's, but
give us some. What is life? Spill some knowledge. Are we living life? Do you think?
Sometimes it's just better to tell your wife yes than to argue with her over nothing.
But if you're right,
it doesn't always matter. It really doesn't.
I can't comprehend that.
Like I know you've got a terrible problem with that. It's like if I'm talking to her, right, and I'm like, the ocean's green, right?
Yeah.
Which the ocean is green, but the reflection off the clouds make it blue, and it's
science.
Right, it's science and stuff. It's easier to go, yes, dear, right, and just end the conversation knowing I'm right.
See, you're one of those parents that told the kids they could be anything, and now they're little shits. You're supposed to correct people when they're wrong for a reason, so they learn. You just don't want to be their teacher.
Yeah, I'm not. Well, because I don't want to argue with you, and right, because I'm a lot like you, right? It's like, so you get frustrated, and you want to start fucking smashing things.
Oh, just it's like a release, yeah.
Well, that's how I feel about people, right? But you can't just grab a motherfucker by their throat and start smacking them against the ground. You can't do that anymore, right? Anymore. You know,
when did we do this?
Back in Neanderthal days.
Oh, during Egypt,
right? Like, you know. Back in the Neanderthal or Viking days, right?
That is a big jump.
Well, it is a big jump, but the culture is kind of the same. Like it was a manly man world where not manly man, I should say.
Dominant.
Right. It was a dominated by men world.
If I
where
hit you harder than you hit me, I win.
Right. You know.
And that's why Scar lost.
Biggest and strongest is always dominant.
Always right.
Right. And now in this world, you know,
it's the mind.
Right, like 4-foot Timmy, you know, you can be big and strong, but you say something politically incorrect, and now you're canceled. And so now you're just in your room, not doing shit.
Canceled.
Right.
Cancel culture.
You know, so it's...
See, my issue with this is because I don't have a lot going for me. Right, I'm kind of overweight, messed up teeth, face for radio. The only thing I got is my intelligence. So that's what I have going for me. So when someone questions my intelligence, the only thing I have going for me, and I know I'm right, makes me a little upset.
Right, but sometimes you're not right.
I'm right within right and wrong, not in the gray area.
You know, like I said, you know, sometimes it's just like...
I'm right at pointing out facts.
Here's another way to look at it, right? So you may be right at the time.
The time, yes.
Okay, so you're right about that opinion.
Correct.
But now the other person, right? Like, say you're in a relationship with a woman. Okay, right? We'll have to imagine it because it's hard to imagine.
Hold on. Let me really get into my imagination.
All right, really think about it. Say you're in a relationship with a woman.
Okay.
Right, and you get into a fight over something stupid.
I win.
Right, you win. You're happy you've won. You're like, yes.
Maybe she'll learn.
I was right.
She'll learn from her mistakes.
Right, she'll learn from her mistakes. Okay, now... in this woman's head, you've belittled her because you think she's stupid.
That's her fault.
Well, right, it's her fault. But remember that when you're asking for the poo nanny later, and she's not trying to get it up.
It's not about the poo nanny. It's about being right.
Okay, well, do you enjoy being right and sexless? Right?
Why we gotta make sacrifices for people who are wrong only because they have something we want?
Because... Well,
is that what you call compromising?
That's not always true either. You know, sometimes you make sacrifices for other reasons. Like maybe you love this person and don't want them to feel...
So someone should let them know they're wrong. You know. That's true love.
But it's not always about right and wrong, Josh.
Yeah, but they're going through life thinking they're right about a certain thing that they're wrong about. Someone else is going to tell them they're wrong. Shouldn't it come from the ones they love?
You give me a headache. Right, you're not understanding.
I understand what you're saying. You're saying if you love them, spare them.
Yeah, well, it's like, fuck it. Is it really that?
Like the guy, really was it like the guy in House who was robo tripping to become dumber so he could be with his wife?
Right,
because she annoyed him.
Is it really that important to be right all the? Like you can be right all the time and be lonely.
So your thing
or
is,
you can be wrong every once in a while
and be happy.
Right, so it's like you know, you have to think about it, right? It's like
that makes sense.
I can be wrong, right, 107% of the time.
Yeah,
you know, right all the time.
That's it.
Okay, but then nobody wants to be around me.
Hello, Joanna.
Joanna's here.
She's on YouTube under Blue River Sims. She has her own channel. She does Sim stories. She does.
Sonny says, "Why you get upset when DJ does the same for you?"
Because I don't like being wrong.
Right, but being wrong is okay sometimes. Not everybody. You can't be right all the time. You just can't.
It's liberating.
It's. You're not as right as much of the time as you think. You know. Hey, let me ask you. I'll ask you like this. Right, you're right all the time, right?
About whatever I'm fighting about. Yes.
Right. Are you happy?
In that moment.
No. As a whole. Not right at that. Not right at that. Not the small satisfaction of a child.
You cannot compare.
It is. Think about it. Think about it like
subject to see if you're happy based on that.
Well, but think about it though.
Because I could be happy about being right, but being sad about losing an apex, and I'm not happy.
Because you get mad, right? That people are like, oh, well, kids today, you know, that's instant
gratification.
Right. It's like, okay, so you were right in that one instance. You got your gratification.
Yeah.
Okay, but now the rest of your life sucks, and you can't figure out why you feel that way about it.
But it has nothing to do with being right.
No, it has to do with your attitude and being not you. No, we're not talking about you right this second. We're talking about, you know.
Joanna said leave room open for learning.
Right. You can't be
learning.
Basically, what she's saying: if you're right all the time, how can you learn anything?
Yeah,
new?
I know. I tell people that you can't learn anything unless you fail.
Was it Jackie Chan in Forbidden Kingdom? What did he say? He said, "If your cup is always full, how can you put more in it?
You have enough,
right?"
No, I get what you're saying. I tell people all the time. You must learn to fail to succeed.
I tell people all the time. I just can't apply the concept to my own life.
Because I'm not wrong in that point. You need to fail to learn.
I'm not,
if you're always right, then you don't learn anything.
I'm not wrong right there.
But the thing is, I'm not always right. I just pick and choose my battles to be right in. So, for instance, if your wife said, like the whole thing going back to your wife, if my significant other is like, hey, the sky is green, I'm like, well, if you think that, that's your choice. I'm not going to agree with her.
Right. But see, just like that, right? Now you've said too much.
Okay.
The easiest.
I'll take it back. I'll just say, okay.
Right. That's the easiest thing to do, right? Rather than go, okay, or rather than go like, well, that's your opinion, and I don't quite agree with it, and blah, 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 and put your fucking foot in your mouth. You can just go, okay.
Now, if she asks...
And move on from the fucking conversation.
Now, once she asks you back, what do you think the sky is?
Me personally? Like, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
I'm going to be like, the sky is whatever fucking color you said, because I don't give a damn enough to start an argument over something trivial like that.
Can we say grace? I'll say whatever woman's name you want me to say if we can eat.
That's it. Right? Like I, you know.
Okay, so in that concept, I would pick and choose my battles. This battle's not worth fighting for. Okay.
Right. Like.
So me saying I'm always right is based on whatever subject I want to fight about.
Like basically think of it this way: any battle with any conversation with my wife where you want to disagree with her, don't fucking do it. Right? And that's not because like you're in love with her. It's just because if you argue with my wife, shit rolls downhill. Right, and then I got to listen to it later, and eventually I'm gonna put my foot in your ass.
Do not piss my wife off before bed, please.
Right, like it's just.
Joanna says that's your opinion offends people.
Right,
that's our triggering points.
Like
I know how to end this conversation. Well, that's your opinion.
Right,
walk away.
I'd just be like, okay.
All right, so are we living life, TJ?
I'm doing the best I can with this.
Not surviving life, living life.
That's just like, okay.
Apparently there's two of them.
Just to that, right? Like living life.
Are you living the best life you can?
That depends on who you are. Okay. If you're one of those people who's like, I need more, well, then you'll never feel like you're making it through life or getting through life. If you're one of those people that happen to be like, well, you know what? I've got a beautiful wife. I've got a working car. I've got a studio in my house. I got a friend that I somewhat enjoyed talking to every once in a while, but I don't like saying nice things to because he melts down like a little bitch.
Or men.
Right. I'm sorry.
What did you say to Bob the other day? I don't love Bob.
I don't love Bob.
No, I don't say I love you to Bob. I just say I love Bob.
I just say I love Bob. But
I tell Brent I love you.
That's gay. Or that, yeah, that politically incorrect. That's a little odd. I guess. You do what you want, buddy. I support you.
I do love him.
Right, I'm sure you do. Okay, but that again, not the point.
So it made me think about something, right? You know how you say when you were helping your sister that there was the goal, you accomplished the goal. That's the point of the whole helping thing.
Right. There's like an end in sight, right? Like
correct.
You get this, right? But you see it done here.
Yeah. So that was my issue yesterday. What you're just talking about when people don't think it's good enough.
Right.
Or whatever. Like they keep trying to accomplish more. And my mindset's the same way. We accomplished the goals we set last year. Moving on.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Now I'm frustrated.
Well, but
knowing we did accomplish everything we said, but because the goal has ended, it no longer counts.
Well, see, it's like, okay, the thing with like a talk show like this, right?
DJ's staying it today. Slaying it today.
Just like with the talk show like this, right? Okay, there is no end, right? There's the difference. With working on a trailer, right? I saw what I was given, right?
Yeah.
At the beginning. And then and then in my head, I saw what it should look like when it's done.
Correct.
Okay, with something like this, there is no done. Okay, it keeps evolving, keeps keeps steady. Changing, or even steady for a while.
Yeah.
That's.
But again, that was my issue yesterday. I applied what you said or your opinion about that, and I used the same opinion. Like when you play video games, your goal is to beat the game. You're done with the game.
Right.
You finish the TV show, you're done with the show.
Well, it's like we play Apex, and that's not always true for me when I watch shows because I go back and
watch them.
I go back and
so in my head, we accomplished what we wanted to accomplish, and now we have to accomplish more for this year. So in my head, that stuff doesn't count. Now I'm frustrated.
Last year doesn't. All the things we have accomplished don't mean shit. And
based on that goal set. It's done. It's over. Move on. Don't. Or what Lonnie was talking about last night. How long do you does it take for gratification?
Right. Well, see, that's just like in a relationship too, right? You can't be like, all right, well, we're just gonna do this to means of an end. Yeah. Right. It's like, well, that's not how relationships work because they evolve, change, people grow, change, and as they grow and learn and
you're
change,
supposed to grow with them.
Right. You're supposed to grow
like a tree
together. Together, apart, back together, whatever. Trees are funny.
I finished Supernatural and I missed them. I didn't like the ending, Joanna.
See, that's why I just throw it on. I'm like I like Big Bang, right? So I throw it on when I'm just hanging out.
Background noise.
Right. Then
I catch the jokes shows,
that I like.
But new ones, I don't. If I haven't seen it, I have to watch it to see what's going on.
I just pick
Unless
up the
it's
important.
Titans, I can.
I just pick up the important bits. That was a stupid show.
You haven't found? No, I'm still watching. I'm dedicated.
It was dumb.
So, are you happy?
Am I happy?
Or it was just one of the talking points. Like, what is happiness?
I'm pretty happy. Like I said, I look at it as, many years ago, I was living in a little 10 by fucking 13 trailer. Okay. Well, it's not even I'm trying to show comparisons for you guys. Like I was happy there too. I liked my little trailer by myself. The trick to happiness is you. It's not right. You've got to be happy. Nothing.
No, I'm asking you, sir. Now don't deflect back on me.
I'm not deflecting. I'm saying that's what I'm saying. I'm saying to the people, right? The trick is you just have to be happy, right? It's just like.
Do what makes you happy.
Right. Well, yeah, do what makes you happy. Have fun. Learn things. Laugh, love.
But like you said, it's not always going to be happiness.
Well, no, there's ups and downs, of course.
Especially if you watch rich people. Like, why are they sad? Because they have everyday problems like everyone else.
Right.
They just don't have that money issue.
Right.
But now they have new problems. Like, if they want, they can afford drugs. and then many people don't tell them no. So that's a new problem for them when they're like, well, go get me an ounce of Coke. And then it appears. So now no one's stopping them.
Right, now they're just in their back room doing...
So now they have new issues. Like, they can always afford alcohol. Like, they can always afford to party. And then they're going to have people on their side that always want to party with them. And they're going to have people on their side that don't. And then people who don't, most likely they're good friends.
Well, because there's a lot of people, right, that just like, so they're rich... They get drugs, Right, then the people was like, well, I like doing drugs, so let's go do drugs together.
Yeah, that's it.
Right, but then when the drugs are gone,
They're gone.
Right?
Yeah.
You know.
But in the moment,
Best thing to do is find people who like being sober and high with you, or sober and fucked up with you, so they're always around. You know, Tom used to say you keep a handful of people close. Right, and the rest of them motherfuckers you just let go because you know they're gonna come and go in and out of your life. Anyways.
I heard something similar from Tyler Perry. He was saying that they're like a tree.
Right.
You got your roots. Those are the people you keep close. Then you got your branches. That's their job.
As soon as you get too far out on them,
sometimes they throw some shade.
Right.
Sometimes they break off, and you got your leaves who are just there for a season. So they're when you need them in life, and then they go. And then the problem with people is that they marry people for a season and not the lifetime people, and that's why they're unhappy.
Right. I was like, oh, let's get married. Well, then they're gone next week. It's like, well, that didn't work out. You know.
So people are here for a reason, a season, and a lifetime.
It's Tyler Perry.
He has some knowledge.
Well, bam.
Him, Steve Harvey. I've been watching this one monk guy. I forgot his name, Jay Shetty.
One monk guy?
He was a monk.
I don't think that's political.
Yeah, he became a monk, and then he came back into the world to give advice. His name is Jay Shetty.
Jay Shane.
Shetty. Shitti. Why?
I just kicked your camera.
Everything's down.
Boom.
All right, another question we have. Are you satisfied? Because
Bro,
apparently satisfied is different than happy.
These glasses suck.
So, yeah.
Or like changing the contrast in my phone.
I think it's that sun stuff. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I don't know why she got glasses. You can just look straight up into the sun.
It's there. That gives us the bringer of light.
The bringer of light. Oof.
Oof?
Oof. I need an ashtray in here, man.
Let's put them in that cup. Oh, no, you save it.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, in case I want to smoke the weed at the end of the...
So, are you satisfied? I heard it's different than happy.
Am I satisfied?
Yeah.
I mean, again, I just think about it as like I got the things I need.
Neat. Okay, there we go.
You know, like
the satisfaction is not only about what you want.
Right.
It's the things that you need.
I got clothes on my back. I got foods in my belly. I got shelter from the weather. I got AC to keep that shelter cool. You know, because we live in Florida. It's hotter than dick here.
Hotter. That, and if you ever do want something, you don't get it, you're still satisfied with your life.
I have a loving wife Supportive, you know.
Understanding.
Batshit crazy. Kid will fucking cut you just as soon as look at you.
She's always threatening me.
You know, huh?
She's always starting to cut me.
Well, eventually you'll piss her off bad enough she will.
Oh, God.
You know, it won't be a major cut because she don't want you to call the cops, but
or bleed all over her place.
Or bleed all over her floor mainly. It's mainly the bleeding on her floor.
I think so.
You know, because then I have to. One of us have to clean it up, and neither of us want to do that. You look like you bleed a lot. You look like a bleeder. You know, but yeah, I got what I need. You know what I'm missing? You know what I'm really missing, right, in my life right now?
Stability?
There's a 57 Chevy. You know, or an 81 Trans Am with T-tops. Black.
I don't think your community would like it.
Huh?
Probably send you a letter every week.
For having a Trans Am sitting out front, probably.
Why doesn't it move?
Oh, it'd move.
It'll move.
Friday it'd move. Actually, I'd take that bitch out all the time.
Just go in places.
I'd be like, you know what? I'm going for a drive because y'all are irritating.
Where's my stickers?
You know.
Where's my business cards?
I'm just saying, I'm gonna go to the bar and hand out some Our Talk Show business cards. I'm sure drunk people would love us.
Just get drunk and tune in.
Well, they're already making bad decisions, so you know, might as well just throw one more on top.
How
right?
is life different from when you were younger?
I just told you I don't live in a 10 by 13 trailer.
Oh no, this is the questions.
Different from when I was younger.
Do you have a different mindset?
All the family members I liked were still alive.
Okay.
That's how it was different from when I was younger.
Well, moving on. What has life taught you?
What is what?
Life taught you.
What has life taught me?
It's unfair.
Right. Life is...
It'll beat you when you're down.
Life is always unfair. Again, Tom used to say, hey, when it rains, it pours.
Yeah.
Right?
So get an umbrella.
And then he also used to say, well, now you've hit rock bottom. There's no place to go but up. So...
Always a positive outlook, huh?
Yeah, Tom was like, he's like, you know what?
He was that fucking guy, right?
Dad was the same way, though. It's like, fuck, man, I could sit here and be depressed and sad and fucking, you know... But instead, I sit here and I think about good things. I'm like, fuck it. Try to keep a positive attitude. And then that's like they say, what, you put positivity out into the universe, positivity comes back. Right? And as much as I've been kicked in the dick, I might as well be positive about it because I'm going to keep getting kicked in the dick.
He keeps kicking me in the dick.
Right? Like, that's like, okay, so that's what you get, right? You get fucking empty cup every time.
But we can refill it.
Yeah, but I'm okay with at least there's some in the empty cup. Like, at least there's some there. Like, fuck.
Oh, okay, I got you.
You see what I'm saying?
You're satisfied with what you have instead of wanting more.
Right, and then you're not disappointed that you can't get those things for whatever reason.
So your goal is not to be disappointed.
My goal is not to be a little whiny bitch.
Quit crying.
Quit crying. You know?
Wow, someone's having some trauma from their childhood.
Oh, man, it's bad. You know, it's like...
You're a man, you can't cry.
No, it's not that, right? It's just...
Being a little bitch ain't gonna make life better.
Right. Okay, so imagine, right, you know somebody. And I don't mean like a little bit of complaining here and there, right? Like, you complain a little. This person just physically destroys themselves, start bawling their eyes out, become just
complaining about the same issue every time.
Well, no, it's always different issues,
oh,
but
thank God.
It doesn't matter what it is. It turns into a crying session, and it's like, fuck, that's not solving any problems. It's not even
Some
making
people
you
just need to cry.
but it's not even making you feel better.
Letting it out there,
right? I don't see how. Right, because all that time I spent crying, I could have been thinking of a solution how to fix that.
But different people express differently.
I don't know.
They're not you.
I'm not saying like
I have to cry every now and then.
Well, I'm sure you do.
Oh no, I let it out.
I cry sometimes.
I hold it in, and then when the time's right,
in the privacy of my own
TV.
Basically, TV gets me sometimes. That's what gets me. It's it's too
out of nowhere.
Right, it hits too close to home, and you're like, oof.
Big Bang Theory did it.
Marshall's dad dying.
Oh my God.
Oh man, Howard's.
How it got built up to it when Lily came out of the cab crying, and he's like,
yeah,
he got the good news. He's about to tell his father.
The countdown scene.
Oh man.
You know, and it counts like it's the only numbers in all.
And he didn't want to talk to him until he had good news.
Right, it was too late. You know, it's.
And he was like, no matter what, Marshall, I'm here for you.
Yeah.
TV gets me. Like I always say, because the TV and movies write how you... Like, oh, why do you cry at TVs and movies but not in real life? I'm like, because TV and movies are what we aspire to be. I'm crying because it's not real.
But I mean, so like to your point, is like, well, some people handle things differently. And believe me, that is true. But at a certain
drugs,
point,
alcohol,
at
sex.
a certain point, it's destructive.
Yes, any kind of addiction becomes a destruction.
Not even the addiction, just like the crying all the time.
Addiction.
Okay, you spend more time crying than solving issues in your life, so all you do is cry.
Yeah, but most of the people,
right? It's like if the Coke's gone and you start crying about it, that's fucking ridiculous. Go to the store and get more Coke.
But it seems like yes, that's the thing right there. They want someone else to answer for them.
No, it makes no sense. If your battery dies in your car,
they want someone else to solve the issue.
Okay. You don't cry about it. You go get a new fucking battery. Okay. If you don't have the money to get the battery, then you call people and figure out, hey, where can I scrounge up this money?
But I think the person who is crying to you are those type of people who want answers.
Figure it the fuck out. I'm sorry, that just gets me mad.
That's not you.
It's like
but for their whole life, someone's been doing it for them. That's how they got up to here. Like, I have someone like that in life. They're like, oh no, my car is broken. Can you fix it? I'm like, I'll teach you how. No, never mind.
Right. It's like, what do they say? Give a man a fish, feed him for a day. Show a man a fish,
Teach
feed
a
him
man.
for a life.
Yeah, but you can only show him the water.
You know?
Can't force him to fish.
You show him the pole, like, fuck, here's the pole. Put the hook here, put the bait
No, I'm
here,
saying
throw
you
it
can
in,
lead a horse
bam,
to water.
Fish. Wait until it's bobbing. Here, I'll sit with you for the first couple. We'll fish together, and then you'll bam, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am.
Or
you know how to fish now.
you can just fish for me. That's their mentality. No, I'm not. I'm gonna go fish. I'm hungry. I'm not waiting for someone else to solve.
But see,
my
that's
problems.
just like crazy. Like, so you can fish for me. Okay, so now I've been fed for that one day. But what am I gonna do tomorrow, the next week?
They're hoping you keep fishing.
That's not how life works.
Yeah, but in their mind, other people did it for them.
Oh, it's so broken.
Anyways, moving on. Here's some how to enjoy life. Here's some ideas. Focus on yourself.
And then, so you tell them, hey.
I thought we were moving on.
No, we're not moving on.
Oh God, here we go.
You tell them, hey, fucking stop it, right? That's just like I get in trouble, right? Because if my wife gets upset, I'm just like, yo,
Knock it off.
knock it the fuck up,
We'll figure it out.
right? We'll figure it out, you know. And then she gets upset. It's like, oh, well, you
Being
We're
insensitive.
being insensitive. It's like, no. Okay, the emotions is great and all, but it's not solving the fucking problem we got. There's no point for it. Okay, and then I tell her, it's like, facts of life are, no matter what happens tomorrow, if everything's gone, I still got you. They can't take you from me. Right? So we're fine. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, but not everyone grew up like you and Dad. Like,
Well, and, that's true. Not everybody fucking...
I grew up like that. My mom always had a solution.
Had to learn the
Somehow,
gift of gab,
and
figure
never
it out.
showed weakness.
What's the point?
I'm just saying that's what our parents
You
did.
show
But not
weakness, they
everyone's
eat you
parents.
alive.
Not all parents do that, man.
But then in the reverse aspect, right? So it's like I take this attitude. Oh, well, you're a bad person. You
have no emotion.
You just don't understand.
No compassion.
And oh, how nice it must be to have that mindset. This little bitch, I got my ass whooped into submission. Okay. Eventually, you hit that breaking point where you're just like, you know what? Fuck it. I can't deal with this crap all. Like, you're just fucking ridiculous and ridiculous.
I used to have a conversation with my coworkers about this. Our coworker, he's like, Josh, so if I have this friend and this friend put me into poverty, our poverty, made me poor, put me in bad situations, is it their fault? I said, no, it's yours.
Right.
And he's like, what do you mean it's mine? I was like, you invited me into your life.
Right.
It's your responsibility to deal with your problems. If you invite people into your life that's causing you problems, that's your fucking fault.
See, I just whoop your ass. Like, you'll get fly right eventually. Like, I don't know.
Well, he kept saying I had no compassion.
Like,
I used to tell him, the guy under the bridge, I always ask for money. Don't you feel sorry for him? I was like, no, what did he do to get to there? How many bridges did he burn that he can't call anybody?
And I mean, don't get me wrong, shit happens. Some people don't know people.
Some. I'm going to say, but majority of people cut all their ties, and now they want pity me.
Like, it's not always like, oh, well, the guy's under the bridge, he must be fucking, whatever. Like, there's just too many scenarios.
A lot. But the majority of the scenario is that they fucked their
sucking
life
dick
over.
for crack and didn't want to get sober so they could go back to their wife. Like,
Life is too tough.
Right. It was, right.
So here are some ideas how to enjoy life. You can focus on yourself. At the end of the day, it's about you. It's your life, your responsibility, your happiness. What?
Huh?
Why are you laughing?
Because that's what we've been saying the whole episode. Well, it's really bad that it came back to that. Like, you're good. you can play. You should see all these. Josh does a great job, right?
No.
And then he gets frustrated
It's
because,
stressful.
right? It's stressful, and then I don't give him enough credit. But I mean, seriously, look at the amazing, every week the charities. Oh, which we forgot to mention. Our charity this week was MAD.
Mothers Against Drunk Driving.
Yep. But it does a great job, and then he just doesn't get enough credit. I'm sorry about that, Josh.
What does that have to do with focusing on yourself?
Huh?
Because it made a complete circle?
Yeah, because it made a complete circle. I thought it was good. I don't know. I'm fine.
Make time to relax.
Yeah. That's hard.
Very hard.
You know,
because I was watching like Joe Rogan, and he said one of the things is the people who retire, how they keep still moving, because if you stop moving, you're dead.
Right.
So like the person who always watches TV, not like you because you're disabled, but people who don't do anything have a toxicity to them because it's just every day not accomplishing something.
Right.
So time to relax could be hard for those type of people because they think they're robbing themselves of time.
Well, that's like.
But you should always make time for yourself.
You know, that's like. You know,
I'm gonna take a nap.
Sitting here for an hour hurts my back, so then I go stretch out for a bit, take a hot
that's
shower.
Understandable though.
Maybe do some chores in between there and play some video games. I keep busy, right, to try to not thinking about the pain, even though it's like it's hard not to. It's always there. It never goes away.
It's like house,
right? But it's like I can put my mind on other things, getting the dishes done, doing cleaning, playing games. Hoping not to get hit with cameras by you or get computers thrown at me.
I'm not gonna throw the computer.
Oh man, it's always so dangerous, viewers, to come into this office sometimes. Like I get so scared for my life.
Oh, whatever, guy.
You know, he's already broken a cup of mine.
That was an accident.
You know, spilled the last cup of white grape juice.
You don't let things go. Take the pen, let it go.
Just like
another thing you can do is avoid the news.
I don't really watch the news,
especially now these days. All it is negativity.
The only time I go to get news is so you have news for the week. So
well, apparently, currently, as we speak, our president is is voting on getting impeached again. In his last, what was it 13? So 8 days are left in his presidency.
Let him fucking go home, bro. I'm just so tired. Like I'm just so tired of hearing them.
Yeah, that Corona.
I was like, hey, fuck them. Corona, I understand, right? Because people are like still not wearing masks and doing
stuff
what they're
like
supposed
that.
to.
But it's like a constant news update. Like if the world was ending, and it took forever, it's just like the world's going to end in 10 days.
What was that?
9 days. Like we get it.
What was that one news that was always da na na? Oh, that's ESPN, isn't it? I feel like that probably should be like
to the Corona updates.
Just da-na-na, da-na-na.
Another thing you could do is meet new people. Yeah, DJ's not down for that.
Do I have to? I really don't want to.
You don't like meeting new people?
Yeah, I'm not a people person as.
Well, you want to interview Matt Pat.
First day.
You meet new people all the time, DJ.
Yeah, and I have this problem.
You talk to everybody.
I can't help it, right?
You're the freaking the DMV, the fucking grocery store.
Here's the thing, right? So, like, especially in lines. Like, lines are the worst.
Your back hurts.
Well, even it has nothing to do with my back hurting. Is when I'm in line or, like, waiting someplace, if there's just a bunch of people sitting around fucking awkwardly staring at their phone or just... like it's like what's going through your brain right now, right? Like I'll be driving down the street and I look over, there's a person just sitting in their car just and I'm like, where is your mind? Because I know it's not fucking paying attention to driving, especially because you just almost hit the old biddy next to you. But it's like, so I have to talk to people, right? I'm just like, I have to talk to you.
I need to do something,
right? Like, because I can't just sit there in silence. It's just insane to be fucking. Oh man, like even at the weed store, I'm like, y'all are terrible stoners, bro, because they get mad. I'm like, you're here to get weed. Why are you mad? Right? And it's like, oh, I didn't get the weed I want. Shut the fuck up. Everything in the store gets you high. Stop being a little bitch. Like, oh my God. Why are you? Oh, I just can't stand it. I'm just like, and then people was like, well, don't you get frustrated? I'm like, no, bitch, I am 6'7". I can't get frustrated nowhere. Okay? If I get frustrated, 17 cops show up. I'm shot. I'm on the ground. No, thank you.
Well, the last time you got frustrated, it became a log.
Right.
You logged out.
Like in my younger days, I was like, fight it, fuck it. You know, if I can't knock it out with my fists, then... whatever. Now I'm just kind of like, it's not fucking worth it. You know? Like, it's just, I'm not going to get mad.
Not gonna get mad.
I get mad at my house when people are being stupid. That's it. It's just.
There's some habits you can do to make yourself happy, enjoy life more. One of them is waking up with gratitude.
Yeah, be happy you woke the fuck up.
Laugh every day. It is free.
Mm-hmm. I make fun of you, so I do better on the days you play Apex, because then I get to make fun of you more.
Give back. Get enough rest and exercise. Spend time alone.
Oh, God.
That's all I do.
That's all I do.
Foster good relationships.
One is the loneliest number.
Forgive yourself.
Oh, fuck.
That's a hard
At some point, you got to do that. You got to
what did you say? You're your own worst critic?
Right. Yeah. Sometimes you just got to be like, you know what? The only one sitting here beating me up is me.
Right. You're giving yourself such an ass.
Right. Like it's like, think about that. It's like you said earlier. You're like, oh, I'm fat and blah 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 blah. It's like, well, you're the only one, right? Like,
I get the newsletters.
I get the newsletters. You get
monthly
newsletter. We get Bob Weekly.
Yeah.
It's like my buddy Bob. We fuck with him sometimes. It's like, always like, you don't have feelings. You don't get hurt by the jokes.
You're a man.
Right. Is he like,
He cries a little.
No, his nigga really just got a good sense of humor. He's just funny as fuck. Like he'll say damn near anything. It's like I've got this thing in my brain where it's like, if you say something to me, I'm like, your mama. Right, and I had to hardwire myself not to say that to Bob because his mom's amazing. And it's like I was like, damn it, do you just have a different mom that
that's it.
that we can talk about? Like, I can say your mama jokes about, because like, can't even do it anymore.
Someone else,
right? Do you have another adoptive mom we don't know about? It was just
your figurative mom.
It was just a shit person, and it's like, no, fuck, Julie's amazing.
Another thing you can do is remove others from the equation. If they're not bringing you up, then they're bringing you down.
There's toxic people.
I saw a thing by this guy, a poet, kind of like a poet. He said, friends with benefits, meaning that you benefit each other. If they're not bringing you up, then they're bringing you down. You gotta wash both hands before you can wash the face.
That's true, because otherwise you're just washing your face with a dirty ass hand.
That's it. And that's all I have on life.
Thank God.
Thank God?
Thank God. What time is it? Look, 15 minutes into this episode. It's supposed to be a 30-minute episode, Josh. Got me out here for an hour.
We all appreciate it, right, viewers?
Hour and 15 minutes, actually, because had to do the technical difficulty.
That's not my fault.
10 minutes of run time, 15 minutes of fixed time. Ridiculous.
5 minutes of frustration.
5 minutes of frustration where you're trying to break things. Bro, I saw you like tapping on your Wii last night, and I'm like, go ahead, crack the screen.
I will.
It's a touch screen, right? Like,
it's mine.
Hey, maybe in life you should treat things better.
I'm trying.
I know, it's so difficult, isn't it?
So that's all we have for today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. What happened? Oh, don't forget if you want to listen to this, the audio version on Spotify or on Anchor FM.
Catch us normally on Tuesdays and Wednesdays
on Facebook and YouTube.
Right. It's always amazing.
And we'll see you next week.
Try to teleport out like a